Apologies. Hello and welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Live review, Brass Castle Brewery. It's their vanilla porter. Did call that right, didn't I? This is called Bad Kitty. Bad Kitty, vanilla porter, 5.5%, a robust dark porter enhanced with vanilla and gluten-free. Brass Castle from Moulton in Yorkshire. Funny thing is, going up to Yorkshire in October, Brass Castle. Hey, might be coming to your neck of the woods. October I think it's the 17th to the 21st. We're up there for 4 days. We are looking to do a Flamingo Land, but you're near Flamingo Land, so you never know. If there is a chance of doing, if there's a Brass Castle tap room, good evening, mate. How are you? Next Sunday. Hey. And we've done the obviously. Good evening, Benjamin. Good evening, Tom. We've done the Neon Raptor side of things, but have you done back on the beer? Hey, I'm back on the beer. I was on the beer earlier. Be good to do the yeah. I'm coming. Yeah. I said to the wife, and she's all right with it. Okay, so having to be exposed sometimes. Yeah, I mean, you got the Lincoln Green pub. Have you ever been to the Lincoln Green pub in Nottingham? The I forgot what it's called. Sir John Belay's Warren, and the Death Star 2 versus Wraggy Homebrew. Yeah, this Sunday as well. Fair play. I'm out on Saturday. Yeah, we're going over to Totally Tapped in Beeston this Saturday. So it's a good little trek up Beeston, you know. Good evening, Christopher. So yeah, Brass Castle from Moulton in Yorkshire, near Flamingo Land. So black pour, centimetre of head, just slightly off white head. It's more of a creamy, very superly light tan. Theme Park beer, can't fault it, can you? Good evening, Sharman from Mansfield. Hey, not far away. Totally Tapped in Beeston's. You know, if you come into Nottingham and you get a bus pass, a day bus pass, going over to Toffee Apple Cider. I've done Toffee Apple Cider before, you know. I've brewed it. Lovely. It's worth getting a bus pass, a day bus pass, going over to Beeston. Love from your bedroom. Going over to Beeston, doing the Crown Inn, doing the Star Inn, doing the commercial, although I've never actually been there myself, and doing Totally Tapped, and then coming back to Nottingham and doing some more. Hey. So, vanilla porter, eh? Roasty toastiness on nose for this one. I had a few from Brass Castle Brewery, and I've got to be honest, you know, my brain, I'm getting old. Get frazzled, and I've earlier had a 10.8% beer, so yeah, it was a bit early in the day for 10.8%, but I needed it. Freezing cold day, it's not the greatest day. You know, when it's cold this time of the year, it's bloody miserable. Colonel Table Beers, 2.6%. Oh, 2.6%. Bit on the weak side. Yeah, I'll stick to my 5.5. Fluffy Nuts, banging beer. Hey. Banging. Do you get what I meant? Yeah. Blidworth. Reckless Dweeb country. Isn't it? Blidworth? Sure it is. I'm sure Reckless Dweeb is from Blidworth. Or is that Bilsthorpe? Might be wrong. Cracking chap anyway. Good evening, Henry. It's been a chilly bloody day again. Good morning, Sam. How are you, mate? What time is it over there? Good evening, Thomas. What time is it over there in Australia? 7 in the morning. I always try and work out the Although it's been a while, to be fair. So I'm doing a triple header of beer reviews. I'm just going to make sure I don't drink anything too strong. Yeah, no big double IPAs. Although I don't think I've got any double IPAs in the house. I've drank all the strong stuff. It has been chilly today. Absolutely freezing. Right here, just down the road from you. Fair play, fair play. He's a cracking nano brewer. And he's a good lad as well. Didn't get to talk to him at Magpie Brewery the other week. Too many people. But he's a cracking lad. And, just got a bigger kit. And he's doing cask beers now. So I'm really happy for him, because it's all about getting your name out there. As any brewer knows, if you go commercial, getting your name out there. And obviously, like most commercial brewers these days, they are part-time brewers. They actually work a full shift and then do their brewing. So, quite roasty, quite malty. There's a touch of vanilla. Good afternoon, Mr. Bramall. How was your day at Red Willow? Please tell. Special beer in the fridge. Cloudwater versus Verdant collab. It's who you know. Is it now? I should be chatting to Cloudwater come the Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, letting them know that Wraggy's in town. Not that that means anything, but, there you go. 4:38 a.m. Oh, matey. Are you at work today? Jesus. Sipping the morning coffee. I know it's a killer, isn't it? Somebody else's, when somebody's drinking beers and you're drinking coffee. I hate it. When I used to work at Sainsbury's on the Friday and Saturday night, and everybody else is drinking, and I'm working till 10 o'clock, and it's like, and then I'm getting messages from all my mates saying, on the beers, Raggy. And it's like, oh, cheers. Yeah, big thank you. Yeah. But I didn't say thank you. I said slightly more bluer words. Yeah. Tiny Rebel beers. Couple of Neepers. Hey, fair play. So, yeah, it's a nice beer from Brass Castle. Like I say, I'm up there, neck of the woods in October, straight after the Robin Hood Beer Festival. Looking forward to it. I love Flamingo Land. Their 10 inversion roller coaster is opening this year. It's going to be an amazing year to go up there and try it. It is one of the best theme parks in England, I personally think. It is. I mean, you're right, Bramall. With any brewery, you've got to make the beer. You've got the graft of making the beer and all that. But then you've got the worry of selling the beer. It's all very well. There's a cost element, as you know, with making beer, grain, malt, etc., hops. Obviously, the beer's got to come out right. There's that side of things, which is obviously, it's not always as easy as it sounds. Everyone makes mistakes. And then there's the selling of the beer. There's a local brewer near me called Urban Chicken Ale, Darren. And he's one of the highest rated brewers in the country. And he's only. Good evening, Jack. And thank you, matey. And you do embarrass me with that. You really do. Yeah, he's one of the best rated brewers on Untapped. Why? Because he does some stunning beers. And recently, all the micro brewers around me know that he's that good. Micro pubs, rather, know that he's that good. And his beers are sold before he even brews them. How bloody balmy is that? You've got to be good when your beers are sold. All your cask beers are already sold before you've brewed them. How's that for, giving you the boost? His positivity must be flowing to know that. And obviously, he's got to make sure he does it right as well. You don't want to sell shit beer. But 2,500 to 6,000. Ouch. And there's a thing where you know, if you're a brewery now, you've got to be looking, if you can afford it, to put things like solar panels in place. You've got to be looking at every means of lowering your energy costs before you go into beer. Hence why the price of beer is going to shoot up soon. I do think you're going to clean the hens low before you. Oh God, yeah, chickens, eh? Similar to what you spend on super chats, Jack. You do chuck out the money, mate. Sir. You do. But yeah, we all. I think as a human race, we all are going to be finding this next year a very interesting year going ahead. All right, if you've got big money and it doesn't matter to you in the slightest. The wife loves it. But you know, going forward, going to be especially for those people on the breadline already. Those people who really are struggling. It's going to be a devastating winter coming up. Make no mistake about it. You know, you're going to have to try and save money where you can, but how? You know, Ooh, that sounds awesome, Sam. You know, we've got some cracking breweries around us in Nottingham. And Forest last night, mate, 1-0 over Fulham. Why did bloody Swansea let 3 goals in? Oh, if they hadn't let them 3 goals in, would have been well, yeah, it would have been closer. But I tell you what, have we got to play Bournemouth on the running? Because if we've got to play Bournemouth, it's written in the stars, isn't it? It's written in the stars. I mean, beating Fulham is no easy task. Mitrovic is, I think that's his name, is some player and a half. So anyway, good evening, Mr. Slurpy. So 1 of 3 tonight. I'm online till 8:30 because the wife's watching Emmerdale and bloody Coronation Street, and I'm not watching them. I can't stand them. A damson sour, then blended it with saison from another tank. Ooh, Bramall, that sounds nice, mate. That really does. Good evening, Mr. Jackman, and hoping you're coming to Nottingham for the annual. We'll call it the annual because well, you never know, do you? But the annual Nottingham Craft Beer Festival meetup. And it promises to be a belting beer festival, I've got to be honest. And this time I need to drink more water, not so much beer. Well, still drink beer, obviously, because you know I don't go for water, but trying not to get too abbreviated, if that's a word. I had this on cask, yeah. Lovely roasty toasty elements from it. A little bit of vanilla coming through. Yeah, Friday. Yeah. I got the right date this time. I had to cancel dates last year and rebook. But to be fair, the people from Nottingham Craft Brewery were really accommodating. So if you do book the wrong date, email them and they'll tell you to unbook it and then rebook it and they'll send you, you know, your money back. And that's what I did. And they was really decent. And so, yeah, Bad Kitty. Vanilla Porter, 5.5%. 5.5%. Tasting like a 5.5% really. Vanilla, it's more of a touch of vanilla than anything. But yeah, hopefully I'm in their neck of the woods coming October. And the way this year's flying, I mean, it's May already in a couple of days. Balmy, isn't it? Absolutely balmy. How quick the year's going. And if you're getting older, Jesus Christ. Can't remember the last. We had a cracking night at the beer festival. Yeah. I mean, me and Jagman were both steaming, but I was slightly better than Jagman. I walked home afterwards and did the usual walk home live chat, which I don't mind doing that actually. It's good. It's a good way of getting some live chatting in. looking at people's windows as you do, you know, try not to be a pervert as you do. These things happen down there, you know. So, going down well, full of flavour, malty, into licorice I'm getting as well. Certainly getting the roasty toasty elements that you'd expect from a porter. And then that touch of vanilla. And it's certainly tasting nice. 5.5%, hitting home nicely, to be fair. Oh, cracking. It's good to be back doing the lives. Whilst the wife is watching Emmerdale and Coronation Street, that to me is a free pass to come down the beer room, as long as I don't get too drunk. But there's the problem, isn't there? You know, you drink beer, what happens? Sometimes you can drink something that's 3.8% and it just gives you a right kick in the balls. Or in the other bits, if you're a lady. Awesome, matey, awesome. So there was a good brewery then. It's always good to see. I find that most breweries are absolutely fantastic people. They're just normal people who are trying to make a living. What bloody planet is she on? Pink can, matron. Good evening, PJ. Yeah, we do need some grub, mate. Yeah. Starts at R5. Fuck Emmerdale. Can't stand it. Yeah. I really can't stand Emmerdale and Corro. Yeah. And I'm really not interested in any of that thing. Although that bloke who's the one in Coronation Street, the one whose dead wife or something was a prostitute, who was a teaching assistant, and that storyline's halfway interesting, only because of certain elements. But yeah. And then is it I can't remember a bloody name now. The one who works behind the bar, who was knocking off, now he's not knocking off. I don't know. I try not to watch it as you do, you know. But yeah, going down to going into town, getting a few beers beforehand, you know, and I'm trying, you know, to poke the beer festival people and say, any chance of getting in early? I want to do some videoing and actually chatting to some of the breweries, you know, getting in early doors. That'd be lovely, you know, getting in before the R5 thing. I don't see why not. But you never know. I could play Norris. Oh dear. God, don't look that old, do I? Jesus Christ, I bloody hope not. I wear my wellies most days, to be honest. It's wet and cold. Yeah, festival vlogs. So yeah, this year at the beer festival, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna do shorts of each brewery and what they've got, if I can actually get to the bar while they're there. If not, I'll do it from a distance. And but then also, if I'm with somebody and we're drinking the same beer, actually doing beer reviews, and maybe even live beer reviews while we're there, just for the crack. Yeah. So that day there might be about 20 odd beer reviews, but hey, you know, it's only for one day, isn't it? It'll take me about 3 weeks to catch up on the Facebook and Twitter side of things, but it always does whenever I go out drinking. It always takes weeks to catch up. One big live, now that'd be something, wouldn't it? Just leave it on live for the old beer festival. There might be one or two breweries that'd actually do that, you know. Let me go on their bar, serving off their bar. Might have to do that. Might have to ask and see if anybody's would partake. So, going to kill this beer review off. Come back with another beer review. So, Brass Castle Brewery. Do apologise for being loud. At least you can hear me if I'm loud, you know, because with that bloody phone of mine, you can't hear me half the time. Not with raggy paws, no, shit paws on there. So yeah, black pour. There was a bit of a head on it. hint of vanilla on the nose. YouTube celebrity, I won't go that far. Yeah, Nottingham person. Lovely bit of roasted toastiness, little bit of vanilla, and a nice pour. 5.5%. If I'm going to give it a score, not that I think scores are relevant in the grand scheme of things. In some ways, Sam, you're right, mate. I end up doing social media stuff while I'm at work. You know, when I've got the odd second at work when I'm not busy, I'm like blasting away on social media, and it engrosses you. You know. Good eat. See you later, matey. Have a good one. I'm at Cockcliffe tomorrow, so you won't see me if you're going back that way, at least. Have a good night. For me, decent vanilla porter, 4.4 out of 5. 5.5% beer. Got to run. Back in about 2 minutes with another beer review. Cheers, everyone. And keep refreshing the channel. We'll be back. And yeah, cheers all.